Ciao a tutti, bentornati. Welcome back to PILLOLE D'ITALIANO. In today's episode number 95, as I mentioned last week, we're going to zero in on the verb provare and focus specifically on the pronouns that go with it. So last week we started dipping our toes, and my recommendation, if by any chance you missed that episode, will be to go back and watch it. I'm just going to put a link up here over my head for your convenience. So click on it, go watch it. I think it's going to be easier for you to understand and better grasp all these pronouns and the difference if you had a better sense of what we covered last week. But if you are a veteran of the Italian language and you want to see if you can follow along without your head exploding, that's also great. Before we jump into today's topic, I have a quick question. It's a sort of a poll, so to speak. I notice how some people have trouble with Italian pronouns, especially personal pronouns, you know, mi, ti, ci, si, vi, gli, le, loro, etc. So I was thinking about creating a couple of episodes, maybe a mini series of Pillole D'Italiano on that specific topic. Is that something that would interest you? Leave me a comment in the comment section below just to let me know, yay, pronouns, meaning yes, I need episodes specifically tailored to try and understand them better, or no, I nail them every single time and that will not be something that I'm interested in. I'm just trying to gauge interest here. Leave me a comment either way, just let me know so that I can plan accordingly. All right, let's jump into today's topic now. The verb provare and the pronouns that accompany it. Last week we saw the pronouns ci and lo or la. So today we're going to build on it and also add the option of ne. Let's start with the ci scenario. We saw how provare could mean to try an activity, to try to do something, but also to try on. If you are buying something, you want to try it on first, or you want to try it on once you get home, then you would use the verb provare. Let's start with the scenario in which provare is accompanied by another verb. If I ask you, hai mai provato a sciare? Hai mai provato a sciare? I'm asking you, have you ever tried to ski? Sciare is the verb to ski. Hai mai provato a sciare? Have you ever tried to ski? You see how, when provare is followed by another verb, we have that preposition a. Provare a. This means that when you are answering, and if you want to tell me, I'll try it this afternoon for the first time, I'll try it, that it replaces the activity, right, of sciare in this case, but the preposition a needs to go somewhere. You cannot just drop it. So it goes and it gets built into the pronoun. That's why for that it, you don't use lo or la in this case, you use ci, because it's like saying at that activity. So ci proverò questo pomeriggio per la prima volta. Ci proverò, at it, I'll try. Ci proverò questo pomeriggio, this afternoon, per la prima volta, for the first time. So as I mentioned last week, when you want to say I'll try it, meaning I'll try to do it, when that I'll try it refers to trying an activity, like in this case, sciare, you have to say ci and not lo or la. So ci proverò. Now let's create a scenario where provare is followed by a thing, like to try on something. If I say, ti ho comprato un cappello, provalo per favore. Ti ho comprato un cappello. I bought for you, ti ho comprato un cappello, a hat. Provalo, try it on, provalo per favore. Maybe your head is too small or too big for the hat, so I want you to try it. That it refers to a thing, which is masculine in this case, un cappello, that's why we use lo. Careful here, I'm conjugating the verb provare, but I'm using the imperative. That's why if it's a command, you hook the pronoun at the end. Provalo. Provalo, per favore. Try it on, please. I would not say lo prova. Okay, let's imagine now that I bought you something feminine. Ti ho comprato una felpa. Provala, per favore. Ti ho comprato, I bought for you, una felpa, a sweatshirt. Provala, because felpa è femminile. So if you're using a feminine noun, then you replace it with la. Try it on, provala, per favore. So far so good? All right. If we are referring to multiple things, say that I bought you a pair of shoes without you knowing, and now I would like for you to try them on, then we don't use lo or la because it's not it anymore, it's them. So we need to use, in this case, le scarpe, femminile, right? It's feminine plural, so we use le, provale. Ti ho comprato un paio di scarpe, provale, per favore. Ti ho comprato, I bought for you, un paio di scarpe, a pair of shoes. Provale, per favore. Try them on, please. All right, is this kind of intuitive, clear enough? Are you following? Are you lost? Let me know in the comment section below so that I can give you more examples if you need them. Now, let's jump to the ne. Ne is a pronoun that is very, very useful if you, in the case of provare, right, to try something on, in the case of those shoes, if you only try one of them on, you would use ne, because ne means of it or of them. Or it could also mean about it, but with the verb provare, to try something on, you would use ne if you are trying one of them on, or two of them on. Let's say that you buy 10 t-shirts, but they're all the same kind of shape and size, so you only try 2 of them on. If you come to me and say, I bought 3 t-shirts, but I only tried 1 of them on, how would you say that? Let's break it up in smaller chunks. So, I bought 3 t-shirts. Ho comprato 3 magliette, but I only tried 1 of them on. The of them is the ne. The ne goes before the conjugated verb. So you would say, ma ne ho provata solo una. Ma ne ho provata solo una. Why are we using this provata, una? Why are we defaulting to feminine? Because we're talking about maglietta t-shirt, which is feminine. So ne ho provata solo una. The ne does not change if you try one of them of something masculine or one of them, like in the case of the magliette, something feminine. The ne stays the same, but I get the gist, I get a sense of the gender of the thing that I tried on by looking at the past participle of the verb. And when you say that you only try one of them, with the number 1, we have the version masculine and feminine. So that's where I will be 100% sure that you're talking about a t-shirt and you did not change topic. Ne ho provata solo una. If you were to say, after declaring that you bought 3 t-shirts, ne ho provato solo uno, I guess I could be following along and understanding that you made a mistake, but I could also legitimately be confused and wondering, what did you try on now? We're talking about something masculine. Did you switch from magliette to calzini? I don't know, maybe you only tried on 1 sock. I might be confused. So you want to pay attention to the gender agreement here, remembering that ne does not change, but what comes after does. Ne ho provata versus ne ho provato. Now it's your turn. How would you answer this question? Prima di comprare un paio di scarpe, le provi o no? Prima di comprare un paio di scarpe, le provi o no? Let me know. Leave your answer in the comment section below and I will be more than happy to give you feedback. I truly hope you enjoyed today's video. If so, don't forget to like it. And if you're new to the channel, subscribe to it so you're not going to miss any future episode. I will see you in a week. Ciao, a presto!